Hello everyone, how you doing? Here is Felix Fuerte, CTO of Bitcoin and the company BitTrade. Here I want to create a video for you in which you can know how to buy your own ethers or your own cryptocurrencies, your own Bitcoins, then transform them into Bitcoins in the Bilaxy exchange, and even how to send them to another exchange like our exchange, BizzExchange. So first of all, let me introduce you to Kraken Exchange. This is the exchange I use. There are several exchanges in the crypto market, so you can select whatever you think is the best for you. I think this is the best for me because it is the cheapest one I have found, and I can make transactions. I can do transfers to the exchange in euros in a matter of hours or even 1 day or 2 days. So let's first get into the exchange. So for that, I will sign in with my own user. So first of all, you will see that this is the first image you will have. If you don't have an account in case of you select Kraken, but you can select other exchange, you are not compelled to do this. You will start creating your account here in the create account link. But in my case, I already have my my account already created. So I will start getting inside, and then I have the two-factor authentication activated, which is compulsory in almost every exchange in the cryptocurrency market, since there are a lot of scams, a lot of hacking. So I introduce my own two-factor authentication code, and then I can get inside my account. So you will see I have available 3,687 euros to in order to buy Bitcoin, for example. The thing is that in this case, since this video is focused on showing you how to select and buy Bitcoin, in order to use it to use the coins in our products, in the products that we offer to our community and all our users, then the best way is not buying Bitcoin but buying Ethereum. So I will select the XBT, means in Kraken BTC, which is Bitcoin. So I will be selecting Ethereum. So I will go to ETH, ETH, and then I will select ETH with euro. So you see, ETH with euro, I select here. Then I have the possibility of buying Ethereum with euro, my euros. Why I selected Ethereum? Because Ethereum is the blockchain in which the token of Bitcoin is working. So in order to buy Bitcoins, the best way to do it is having Ethereum. But there is one issue we need to take into account. If we go to the Bilaxy exchange before buying anything, you will need to know that which are the pairs which the Bitcoin is already operating, which are USDT, is the US dollar Tether, and Bitcoin, not Ethereum. But the problem is with Bitcoin, which is something I want to show to you, is that Bitcoin is a little bit slow if we send it, and then my recommendation is always send the cryptocurrencies in Ethereum, which is faster. That's why Bitcoin is working on Ethereum and no on the Bitcoin blockchain. So you see, in order to get into the Bilaxy exchange, I already have my user. So in order for you to have your own account in Bilaxy, you will need to sign up first and select some of the information and fill it that they are asking for. Then once you have signed up, the next steps will be doing the KYC, the Know Your Customer, which is the same as we have in our own platform in the back office. So this is something normal in the sector, in the ecosystem, that you need to identify yourself with your documentation and deliver also the residency proof. So going back to the page we were, I'm going to send an email authentication code in order to get into the Bilaxy exchange. So I'll go to my Bitcoin account, my Bitcoin email, and then I have received this email with a code. This code needs to be used in a certain amount of time, which is 70 seconds right now. I have 70 seconds to introduce the code I have already received in my email address. So I put it inside, okay, login, and then I am inside the Bilaxy exchange, so I can buy my Bitcoins. How can I buy my Bitcoins? First of all, you can search here the word with BIF, and you will see BIF against BTC and BIF against USDT. But there is no BIF against Ethereum. So the problematic here is that since Ethereum is faster to send it, but because Bitcoin is slower, I prefer to send my cryptocurrencies in Ethers and then exchange them into Bitcoin so I can buy Bitcoins. It's cheaper also because the amount of commission you have to pay in Bitcoins in order to transact something, it's higher than if you do it in Ethereum and then exchanging them in Bitcoin in Bilaxy. So on one side, I select this auction, but I come back to Kraken. So I'm going to buy 50 euros. Okay, I'm going to buy 50 euros of Ethereum. So I'm going to do it on the market price, not on the limit. And then this will be my reward, is 0.2662. So I buy this Ethereum, I submit the order, and then I will wait for the order to come into the market and be closed, be liquidated. So it is already liquidated. I have my Ethereum, my 50 euros in Ethereum. So the next thing I'm going to do is send these Ethereums to my Ethereum wallet in Bilaxy. So I will go to funding, okay, in Kraken, and then I will go to funding or funds my balance in Bilaxy. So you see, the first thing you will see if you don't have it activated is the two-factor authentication code. So it is necessary in order to send crypto, but in order to receive them, it is not necessary. As you may see, I already bought some Bitcoins, 230, and I want to buy more. So I will select, I will go to the deposit link. I select the deposit link, and then you will see the deposit address here. Okay, always the Ether deposit address or the tokens that are working on the Ethereum blockchain, which is, for example, our coin Bitcoin, they will always have their address starting with 0x. Okay, and then a code which is aleatory and created by the own blockchain, by the own system. So the first thing we need to do is copy the address, okay? And then we need to go to our wallet. Maybe we have our wallet in Kraken, or you have your wallet in your own exchange. It's always the same thing. You will have to go to funding, and then after go to funding, you will have to select where is the place in order to withdraw. Where is the row where the row where you can find the way of getting your Ethereum out of the exchange. So the point is that since Kraken doesn't have Bitcoin, we need to send our Bitcoins to our Bilaxy account. So first of all, in Kraken, for example, I already have it. Okay, as you may see, Felix Bitcoin Bilaxy is 0x4905, which is the same. But if you select or you use Kraken, you need to add address. Okay, first you will have to write whatever you think it needs to be done in order to label the address, and then you need to put your address and save the address. Once you have saved the address, they will send you an email confirmation, and if you confirm it, then it will appear directly here. So I select my Felix Bilaxy, Bitcoin Bilaxy address, and I want to send all my balance. I want to buy 50 euros in Bitcoin in the BizzExchange. So I will review and I will confirm my balance. I know that this is the address in Bilaxy, so I confirm the withdrawal. Okay, and then I go to see my withdrawals. So one of the points here is that we need to go to the history. I'm going to go to see the history. So you see my withdrawal of Ethereum's, it's on its way, it's initiated. I can cancel it until the exchange confirm it. So I have time in order to not to go back in my decision, but I'm not going back. So I'm going to send the Ethereums to my Bilaxy. It will appear here. Okay. So once it is sent, I will come back. See you now. So we already have our transaction in Ethers already completed. Okay, we can check it here, and we can even go to Etherscan in order to see our transaction already settled down in Bilaxy. So I have withdraw 0.6121 Ethereum in order to buy our Bitcoin in the Bilaxy exchange. So I'm checking out that my transaction has already done properly in Etherscan.io. So I have seen that the transaction fee was 9 cents. I have sent 53 US dollars to my account in Bilaxy. So I see that the deposit is already credited in Ethereum. The next step is going to the exchange, okay, in Bilaxy, in order to buy Bitcoin, or in order to buy USDT, so we can buy our own Bitcoins. Okay, so what I'm going to do is select ETH against USDT in order to buy the USDT to buy and then buying Bitcoins with the USDT. So I'm going to sell 100%. I'm going to select the price which is already in the market. I can select it in the market depth. So I will select the first one, which is the first one on the market depth here. So I select 100%, and then I have to put my security password, which is already settled once you get into the exchange. This is not the password, so I need to put the one I think it is. Okay, give me a second. This is very important that you have this settled. So, okay. Okay, so the transaction was already launched into the market, and it was filled very quickly. So I already have my USDT. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to Bitcoin. Okay. And then to settle our transaction properly, I have my Bitcoins here. I want to buy more. So the first thing is I want to buy the 100%, all the Bitcoins I can. Okay. And then I'm going to settle the price. The price is going to be settled in the price which are above. So I'm going to select how many are needed in order to buy the total Bitcoins I want. So as you may see, I have 53 US dollars, and then there is someone who is offering 120 Bitcoins in exchange for 59 US dollars. So I'm going to select this price in order to fill all the orders here, and I'm going to buy all of them. The balance is not enough because it is not selecting the total of USDT. And then once I have filled the password, investor password, once in the exchange, it is not being requested anymore. So I have more Bitcoins in my wallet. I already bought them. So you can check them out in the balances, in balance section. So you will see that our Bitcoins will appear in the first row of your balances. Okay. So next step is, okay, I want to withdraw my Bitcoins into other wallets. So I'm going to select, for example, the BizzExchange. So I go to BizzExchange. You need to register first. Okay, I'm already registered. So I go to login. I log in, and then I have to fill my KYC, which is already pending. So I go to the exchange, so you can feel that it is the same back office as Bilaxy. But in order to withdraw our Bitcoins from Bilaxy to the BizzExchange, we need to go to funds. Then once we have reached the funds, it will be the same process that we already selected or settled when we transfer the Bitcoin, the Ethereum from Kraken to Bilaxy. So we select Bitcoin here, we select the deposit link, and then we will have an address. We will need to copy this address into Bilaxy. I will go to withdraw, and then I need to enable the two-factor authentication to withdraw. Imagine that the two-factor authentication is already settled. You will need to put the address and then fill the transaction, and then it will be sent to the BizzExchange. So this is all. Any questions, any doubts you may have about this, feel free to ask. We are open to that. Put your comments or write us through Telegram. So we have a good day, and any questions at your disposal. Bye bye.